What's up? It's your boy Kevin Lapras Cards here with a new video for y'all on the $200 to $2,000 bankroll challenge. It's been a few weeks since I've done a video, but the challenge is alive and well and kicking and doing great. And it's been maybe a really strong 2 weeks. Specifically, the last 2 weeks have been really good. Before, like right after my last video, I took like a week or two off because it was the holidays. I opened my eBay store up after closing it. Maybe I opened it again after Christmas, and then I started making purchases again towards the Bankroll challenge in January. So most of the actions I've been doing happened over the last few weeks. I've been very pleased with what has happened. The Bankroll challenge, the bankroll is very healthy, as you will see in this video. I made a spreadsheet so you can keep up with how the challenge is going. I broke it down by episode, and I'm going to try to keep up with it in real time. So that's definitely going to be a new element to the Bankroll Challenge. I'll put it in my link tree on Instagram as well. If you're not following me on Instagram, my IG handle is Kevin Lapras Cards. And at the end of the video, I'm going to break down some new strategies I'm going to implement into the Bankroll Challenge to really get us down the home stretch. So, I know we're not necessarily close, but the bankroll is at a level where all of a sudden I feel like there are new types of strategies or plays I could make that I did not want to make initially in the video, and I'll explain to you why later. But for now, let me update you on how everything's been going so far. All right, so here is a look at what the spreadsheet looks like. So it is broken down by episode, as you can see. Very visually appealing, I hope. So here's episode 1, where I just made purchases. You can see that the bankroll value does not go up, but the cash on hand goes down as a purchase is made. And then I write cash in, cash out for every single transaction, so you can see the cash on hand move. And then whenever the profit moves up or down, then the bankroll value changes. And I think that was just the easiest way to make it happen. So as you can see on the spreadsheet in episode 2, I had the 2 sales in green, and then I made purchases in blue, which were from the Black Friday video. If you haven't seen it, go take a look. And then the red, I accounted for expenses. And then you'll notice that there's a little yellow square at the bottom right of each section. That is the final bankroll value and cash on hand at the end of every episode. So I made sure to put that at every section. So let's move on to episode 3, just to give you guys another idea of what's been happening. So in episode 3, you'll see a lot more green sales, which is why the bankroll value moved up a lot. The next section of blue was from the Newport showcase. I mentioned this in almost every video, but that show was really great. Dynasty mode, give them a follow. Go to Newport showcase if you're in the area. But I made a lot of purchases at that show for the Bankroll challenge, and then I made a lot more sales after that. So you'll see them again in green, and then I accounted for some more expenses in red, and that was, and then the yellow at the end of it is again the total bankroll value and the, what is the other thing? The cash on hand. All right, to start episode 4, I made 2 sales on the 18th. I sold one of the cards from the very first video, which was nice. And then I closed my store for a couple days. Eventually, Christmas passes, and I make some purchases from my roommate. He wanted to get liquid, so I purchased a couple of cards from him. I think the cards I liked from that lot of cards I purchased the most were the 2 Pokemon cards, which was this Palkia V Alt Art and Arceus V Alt Art. I bought them at a good price, and they're liquid, so anything liquid's nice because it moves quick. And I also like this Tom Brady Super Bowl card because I sold it to him initially. I bought it at the last Burbank card show. I bought both of them. I had that one and another one, and I bought them at $20 each, and I sold the first one at like $70 or $80 online. So that was really cool. And then I gave him this other one, and he sold it back to me at a little lower value because he was just trying to get cash. But so I valued it at $10, and I'm probably gonna be able to move it for 15 to 30. So that's gonna be the goal there. And then the Pokemon cards, just got it at a percentage, and I'm going to make money on that one. So after that, I made 3 sales. Of course, one of them was the Pokemon card I mentioned. And then once the new year started is when things got interesting. All right, so when the new year started, I made a purchase on Golden Auction TCG Monthly. I purchased about $1,500 worth of cards. I made a video on it. You should take a look so you can see what kinds of cards I purchased. But for the bankroll challenge, I had to decide what makes it into the challenge. So I didn't want to cherry pick all the best stuff to put into the bankroll challenge. So I just made it really simple. I said, you know what? All the non-Pokemon cards will make it into the challenge. And then after I tallied everything up, the numbers looked really good because I had $455 in cash. And after I accounted for all the Marvel cards I purchased or non-Pokemon cards I purchased, the bankroll cash on hand got down to $51.04. So it was very good use of my cash. And then on the 9th, I purchased this 2020 Topps Chrome F1 track tag gold number to 50 of a F1 driver I was not familiar with. But I liked the purchase a lot because it did not matter who it was. This is a very kind of like cool set. It was something I was personally trying to collect. So I knew firsthand that other people are trying to finish these collections. So they don't come on the market too often. So there was a PSA 10 that did sell for like upper threes. And I thought even though an 8 and a 10 are drastically different in F1, because the rarity of this card, I felt I could sell it for more. So I listed it on eBay that night and I was able to sell it the next day at 80 bucks. So within 24 hours, I made $30 on the play and I was very happy with it. And then over the next couple days, I made a couple different sales, most notably the 2009 Spider-Man Archive sketch card. So that card was pretty cool. I bought it for 85 bucks. And then I made about $91 after expenses on that card. So it was my officially most profitable play of the Bankroll Challenge, and it really elevated things nicely. So after that, I purchased a small Pokemon lot from my friend and high school friend, Steve. He had some Pokemon cards. He wasn't going to be able to sell online because he mostly collects. And so he said, "Hey, just buy this for whatever. I know you need to make money." So I just, he let me buy it at a very good percentage. So I will definitely be making money on some of those cards. And then over the next couple days leading into this video, I sold several other cards in the Bankroll Challenge, and we got to $757 in cash and a bankroll value of $860, which is really, really great. So with all this cash, I have to come up with a new way to make money for the Bankroll Challenge. I can obviously buy more cards the way I've been buying them, right? So far, I've bought cards on the low from people. I've purchased cards that were mispriced. I bought cards in lots to get the overall to get some discounts, and I've purchased stuff off eBay but online in platforms that I feel like are being underutilized or they're kind of going under the radar. So those have been the strategies I've been using so far. But that's only gotten me to where I am. And in order to continue going, I got to add more and more strategies to the game plan in order for us to really get to the next level. So we're close to $1,000, but if we continue at this pace, it's going to take a while for us to finish. And if I can have it my way, which I want it my way, we're going to try to get this done within, let's say, 3 months at most, because I'm not just going to be flipping nonstop. This is something I'm just trying to make it very attainable. This is going to be a very attainable thing, and I would like to do it the right way. So 3 months probably should be enough for me to finish this challenge. And the way I'm going to do it is by introducing grading. So I'm going to be grading cards. Now that the bankroll is healthy enough, I can get cards out of the rotation, turn them in for grading, and then continue buying stuff the way I've been normally doing it. And then when cards come back, if I do well on the grades, I should be able to sell the cards for more than they've been going for. So for the rest of the video, I'm going to explain some of the different kinds of cards I'm going to be trying to purchase, and we'll see if that really gets us to the next level or not. I'm introducing grading into the bankroll challenge because I think it is a great way to boost the value of the bankroll drastically. So my goal is to turn in 5 or 6 cards, maybe more, but I think the better way to put it is I'm going to be trying to turn in $300 to $400 in cards. I think that's a lot better way to describe it. So I'm going to be turning in Pokemon cards. I turned in 3 cards for the bankroll challenge. I have this Cynthia's Ambition right here. Let's see. Bam, bam, bam. I have this Luffy Chinese New Year and the Shakes. So pretty good. So I got those three. I also turned in three more cards. I believe I turned in a Mew V-Star. That was pretty good from the new set Crown Zenith. The Entei V Alt Art, also from the new set. And then I'm probably going to pick two more Luffys. They're the Secret Rare Parallels. I'm going to pick both of them. So I can't really. Well, so we'll hedge a little bit. So even if one does bad, if the other one does well, that's cool. Into this video. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you listening. And if you have any tips for me on what I could be doing to make money in the Bankroll Challenge or any ideas, let me know. Like, I'm down to try things because I don't think I know everything at all. Any advice I can get would be greatly appreciated. So thank you guys again for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.